This is the woman. Her name, I believe, is Michelle Bishop in Ohio. She took it upon herself to be the Captain Karen of Ohio, took both of her children late at night 2 streets over to a black man, a black family's home, walks on the porch of someone else's property with 2 of her children, endangers 2 of her children, and commits a crime with 2 of her children present. The crime that she committed was trespassing, and then on top of that, the crime above the trespass by endangering 2 of her children, by grabbing her children, running from off of the property of somebody else, and another crime she committed, falsified and lied on a black man because she don't think or did not think the house that was one of the most extravagant, beautiful homes in the one of the wealthiest neighborhoods, affluent neighborhoods in Ohio that belonged to a black family. She took it upon herself to say that a black man by the name of D. Michael Jenkins, who happened to come home after a hard day of work only to be faced with someone blocking him on his own property from coming to his own door because she didn't believe that wasn't his home. And then while running off of the scene, dumping the baby's crib on his porch, running with 2 of the children late at night in the back area of this man's home on his property, yelling and screaming as if the black man was going after her. Her husband then comes to this man's property and then says that he did something to his wife. She lies the whole time, then calls the police on this black man. The black man's woman had to come outside and confront her. Rightfully so. The black man didn't want to have any dealings with him because the police eventually came. He was so scared and terrified, he didn't want to go outside because he knew the results of what would happen if he would have done that. And the whole time, he was calm, and this lady terrorized him and tried to get him killed.
Knock on the doorbell. Ring doorbell. We need you. What's going on?
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
Hey.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had the kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver
guy
truck.
in a gray truck, and he came
So
around the corner,
I don't
and
know if you guys have a
I was
read.
in the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope," and then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's.
She got all worried that some.
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you though?
I had a feel.
I
just seen her in the driveway, and I was like, "Are you looking for somebody?" Because I was pulling up out.
And I saw someone walking in our driveway too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm
Well, there
sorry.
we got it. All right, sorry.
What?
I don't.
She said that someone was following her. So you were walking from there?
No, you came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here,
Yeah.
and I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with 2 kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me, and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, are you looking? I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like, I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like, this is not, this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio.
It is.
I don't, you don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I live here.
It was the way that you were talking.
Michelle, get in the car.
I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
And the police did not do their job correctly. And the victim should not let this go. The victim must, shall, and ought to press charges against Michelle Bishop. He ought to get a trespassing against her. He ought to get paperwork on her for her never to appear on his property ever again. And there should be something done against the police officers who failed to do the correct and proper charge and arrest of this lady who terrorized him and tried to bring harm to him and separate him from this life, from his family, by these cops who did not do their job correctly. And the chief should be questioned. The supervisors should be questioned. That police department need to be questioned. Who and how could they overcome this? What did they have in their disposal? They didn't know what to do. They never had this issue before of this manner and this kind of neighborhood and this kind of community. The HOA refused to help them. They didn't have, don't have, and what they're missing and what they could have had was CPAA Citizens Assist Call, $19.99 one fee, or they could have had the CPAA package to help them work the issue out to make sure that their rights and what they requested from the police would have been done correctly and properly with CPAA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance, which everyone should have. You want more? I want you to go to 409-444-3524. Thank you for watching News Uncuffed, and I want you to make sure you follow me for more content, important content where we just don't talk about the problems. There are solutions to it by proactive measures that you should take with me, your world's top cop, here to be your servant and representative with justice and peace.